Live in the flesh, baby. Yes, sir. What's good? What's good? What's good? Aether, Amoxine, Eric, Pigs, Lord Dark. What's good? We're gonna be doing some One Piece theory ratings, reactions, whatever you want to call it. What's good, everybody? How is everybody doing? What's good, everybody? I'm glad to have you guys here. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you guys are happy today, that would make me happy. How's everybody feeling? We're gonna be roasting some theories, boys. Someone's gonna get their feelings hurt. Also, like the stream. You guys know how it goes. Every time you guys click and join the streams, you have to like the stream. Like the stream. But we're here, guys. We're here. Got the new tat. Got the new the Sasuke Uchiha curse mark. You know, to match the brain, the sacrifice, to match the 333. Eventually, I'm gonna fill this bitch up. We here. That's why I'm wearing the tank. Feel a little loose. You know what I'm saying? Look how pale your boy is. I've been outside in the sun every day. Still on my ghost shit. We out here. Evil Uchiha, baby. Evil Uchiha. Nah, but yeah, we out here. I hope you guys are good. The charity stream was a success. We raised like $1,700. YouTube took a bunch of it, but I cover that. Don't even trip. That's great. Thank you guys so much, man. It was like 1731, 1739, some crazy amount, bro. Some crazy amount. And we did that earlier. Let me pull it up actually so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Let me see. I had posted it earlier today. Boom. Let's go. Technically, I paid $18.10 because they had like a $79 transaction fee. And like they asked if I wanted to pay the fee or if I wanted to let the organization pay the fee. And I was like, nah, if I make them pay it, that's like taking away from like the charity itself. So I just covered the fee for $18.10. And then they also sent me an email. Right here. Boom. Operation Underground Railroad. $18.10, baby. You guys did amazing, man. Thank you guys so much. Like, I think we just did some really great shit for society and, you know, for the youth and for kids. So W to everybody in this chat. It's a W. What's good, Ronnie? What's good, my boy? Who's all in chat right now? Arthur, Hako, Cameron, Aether, Ronnie, Craw, MBQ, Shiny. Finally got the notification. What the fuck, YouTube? That's how it is, bro. What's good, Aaron? I have to here. Let's zoom in, bro. You see this? It's like blood. That's blood, yo. I'm letting this heal. I had like a regular shirt on earlier, but like the collar was rubbing up against it, and like I'm not trying to fuck it up, so. Yeah, you're a real one for the donation, man. It's what I'm supposed to do. I don't deserve to have a platform. I don't deserve followers if I can't do good with it, right? Sure, like the $500, like that's a lot of money, but like I'm pretty sure those kids need $500 way more than I do. So yeah, we out here. We even got Chapo in the chat. We got Felix in the chat. All right, let's get into these theories. I'm sure you guys have all these theories just saved and backed up, man. Let me see. Put the chat over here. That's a W tattoo. Appreciate it, bro. I mean, I can. Covering the cost. Yo, it's no problem, man. Saturn equals Satan equals Boole.
Theory time. 1087 prediction. Back to egg. Egghead, the science suits are activated, trapping everyone except Luffy. Caribou is attacked straight in. Carrot, show up.
Yo, chat, are we going back to 1080, or are we going back to Egghead this next chapter? Yes or no? Are we going back to Egghead? Yes or no? I feel like Oda's probably not going to show us the man that Shanks was talking about, even though that's a part of the Reverie situation and we were getting all this Reverie lore. I feel like Oda's going to blue ball us, right? So we might go back to Egghead. I feel like he's gonna wrap up I'm basically saying he's gonna wrap up the Reverie stuff. I mean, we could get some cross guild shit. We could get some cross guild stuff. We could see which Blackbeard pirates are going to Egghead. By the way, Mr. Bushido, of course, thank you for the super chat. We could see which pirates are showing up to Egghead. Maybe we could see if Dragon's gonna make a move. Maybe we could see Garling, a flashback of God Valley. Bro, there's so many directions we could go. There's like 1,000 different directions One Piece can go, and it's amazing, bro. Yo, what's good, Greg? What's good, Lycan? What's good, Rinny? I think half of the chapter will be somewhere else, and the other half will be Egghead. All right, let's see what this one is about. It's from Aether. They said, my theory about the location of the Last Road Poneglyph. No, this is only for the Poneglyph. It is not for the man with the burn scar, because I think that might be the most probable place. The Last Road Poneglyph might be on Sphinx. All right, I've heard this take countless times, but let's see if Aether has like a unique approach. My theory is that Cobra is Lucci's father. Oh, hell nah.
Oh my god, bro.
Alright, we know that the Last Road Poneglyph to find is the one that was on Fishman Island but is no longer there. So far we've seen the one native to Zou and the other one Wano, blah 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 blah. I've seen people think that this Last Road Poneglyph will be on Elbaf, but I disagree. I think one that Big Mom had was native to Elbaf, and we know that there's a long history of her having beef with and going back and forth to Elbaf, such a failed marriage attempt with Lola and Loki. She likely stole it, which only adds to the hatred giants have for her. Furthermore, the Road Poneglyph has been shown to be natives. All right. All of this was kind of like filler, right? So I think that Whitebeard ended up hiding the Fishman Island Road Poneglyph on his home island Sphinx because he was in possession of it. He had to give it to someone or put it in a place that was in some way connected to him or Roger. I mean, standard theory here. I mean, you know, people have been saying this for a very, very long time. Like, you know, just based off the fact that Whitebeard has Sphinx Island under his protection. I mean, it's not a bad take. It's like, you know, me being like a One Piece theorist, I've heard like every theory ever, like so many times. Like anytime like a One Piece chapter comes out, for an example, I get like the same like 200 messages about like the same exact panel. So like if I seem really desensitized, that's why, right? So like again, Sphinx having the Last Road Poneglyph, like that was something that was been floating around for a very long time. I mean, it'd work. It would work. I would still side with Elbaf though, being that Whitebeard doesn't care that much about treasure. I guess you have the panel where Bakins is talking about Whitebeard's inheritance, and maybe that inheritance is a Road Poneglyph. But I think Oda is going to be poetic here. When you think about all the poneglyphs we saw prior to Fishman Island in the story, they all had a counterpart, right? When the Straw Hat Pirates found a Road Poneglyph in the sky, or not a Road Poneglyph, when they found a regular poneglyph in the sky of Skypiea, that relates to how they had to go up the whale tree in Zou and find a poneglyph. Then you had the Straw Hats are robbing gold underneath you know, the floor in Alabasta, where they had a vault. that relates to the vault of Whole Cake Island where Big Mom had her road poneglyph. And then you also have, what was the underwater one? We saw, maybe it was Fishman Island. We saw a poneglyph underwater, which then relates to a road poneglyph being underneath Wano, you know, underwater in like the city or whatever. So like all of the poneglyphs except one have a counterpart. And the one poneglyph that's missing a counterpart is Ohara. That poneglyph was located in a basement underneath a tree. Seeing how Shanks is so deeply affiliated to Elbaf, and Shanks explicitly said that he was going for the One Piece, it would make a lot of sense for Shanks to go to Elbaf if the last poneglyph was there. And why would the last poneglyph be there? Because Shanks was already a Roger pirate to begin with.
Freemasons worship Saturn / Moloch / the devil.
Freemasons worshipped Saturn / Moloch / the devil. Isn't Moloch like a an owl god or something like that? Let's look up, who do Freemasons worship? Freemasonry unambiguously states that it is not a religion nor a substitute for religion. There is no separate Masonic god, nor is there a separate property name for a deity in any branch of Freemasonry. Wait, did he said Freemasons, right? Freemasons worship Saturn / Moloch. I mean, I don't know, bro. It kind of says right here that they don't worship anything. Let me see. 7 things you may not know about Freemasons. Freemason symbols aren't what you think. There's a Freemason handshake. First political third party. I mean, Freemasonry unambiguously states that it is not a religion nor a substitute for religion. There is no separate Masonic god, nor is there a separate proper name for a deity in any branch of Freemasonry. In keeping with the geometrical and architectural theme of Freemasonry, the supreme being is referred to in Masonic ritual by the attributes of great architect of the universe. Oh, this is their concept of God, huh? Yeah, well, I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to, because, like, again, like, it literally says right here they don't worship anything. So, I don't know if you might have just got caught, bro. I think you just got exposed by Google. Google just exposed your ass, son. Google exposed you. What's good? Is it Killick? What's good, Saul? What's good, Code Man? That's only what they tell you. Man, what am I supposed to go off of, bro? I believe. Oh, let's go back to Aether. Aether, I'm gonna give your theory a 8.5 out of 10, and the reason why I'm only giving it 8.5 out of 10 and not like a 10 out of 10 is because, quite frankly, I've heard that theory like countless times, so it didn't blow my mind. But I want to give you an 8.5 because it is very probable. It makes a lot of sense. There's no holes in your theory, right? Like, just how you put it, the missing road poneglyph was owned by Whitebeard, so it would make a lot of sense if he moved it to somewhere that he, you know, lives and cares about. So it definitely makes sense. I'm trying to get my mind blown, bro. I need somebody to post some shit that's just gonna make me just go. You got a nice tan going? Bro, I can't tan for shit. Thank you, but I can't, bro. I've been going out every day and I'm saying sunscreen, lotion, everything, bro. I can't catch a fucking tan. It's only like the bottom of my arms. And low key, somebody in the stream chat earlier was like, oh, you brought the guns out today, huh? Look, bro, I'm not trying to bring the guns out. I gotta let this shit not mess up. Because I had a regular shirt on earlier and the collar kept rubbing against it. And I'm not trying to fuck this up. You see this? Ooh. That Sasuke curse mark, y'all can't see it. But hey. We out here. Water guns, bro. Ronnie, don't play with me, boy. Tell Ronnie I will roast his bitch ass on stream. Play with me, Ronnie. It got a sack on it. Pause. Yeah, it does because of the blood. Yo, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. This tattoo was fine. It was just annoying. This one was a little worse, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. This shit, that shit was kind of rough. It was rough, but I was thinking about it and I'm like, man, it's worth it, bro. I love tattoos. I was thinking like, what's like more significant, like this irritable pain for like, it was literally like 45 minutes or less. Like, what's worse, pain for like 30 minutes or fucking missing out on self-expression? I think self-expression is one of like the greatest things a human could ever do or experience. If you can't properly express yourself, then you're gonna be fucking miserable. I'm getting off track. Let's go back to the One Piece. Y'all did not come here for a life lesson. Y'all came for some theories. I didn't cry. What the fuck? What, bro? Fuck, I look like bro. Fuck, I look like crying, bro. You think I'm gonna go to the motherfucking tattoo shop and ask for a tattoo and start crying, bro? I'm offended you even asked that. He said, nah, I definitely need a life lesson. Boy, Ronnie, you don't need no damn life lesson, boy. You older than me. You should be teaching me. You're the boomer. You're the old one. I'm still a youngin. But you, Ronnie, you old as dirt. Nah, I'm playing, bro. I'm playing, Ronnie. That's only because you said water guns. All right, y'all are distracting me. Here's my theory, Evil. Recently, One Piece has gotten more and more outer space / science terminology in terms of character names. One example from a long time ago you might not know about is Rayleigh. Rayleigh's named after Rayleigh scattering, which is a scientific process by which sunlight ties back to Luffy is scattered in our atmosphere like the straws are scattered, making the sky appear blue. And we got all planet names for Godase, so here's where my theory comes in. I believe Roger has a relative that was alive in the past before Roger made it big.
Saturn, Satan both took Freemason Saturn.
Type Freemason Saturn. All right, let me look that up. I'm gonna have to get back to that theory in a second. Freemasons Saturn. Let me see, bro. The lost symbol and the lost symbol and the Freemasons. Maybe I have to go to Google Images. Let me see. Yo, Yo, Cameron, you gotta link me, bro, because I'm really not seeing what you're talking about. Are you talking about this? This isn't even Saturn. This is Baphomet. I'm so lost. Oda foreskin this, bro. Yeah, Oda foreskin this. Go to the second link. Let me see. I'm assuming you're talking about this. The second one on Google. The Freemasons are the oldest fraternal organization. It's still a boys club. Yo, are you guys able to put links in super chats or even in the chat? Yo, what's good, Fodzy? I feel like that would save us a lot of time because I don't even know what you're talking about. Like when I pulled up the Wikipedia page, it said that they had no god. Yeah, I don't know, bro. See if you could find me a link. The bull is Saturn. Emu is a Rothschild theory. Freemasons believe the divine geometry to which Saturn and all planetary objects are related to, and the cult of Black Cube. What? Y'all are going real deep with this. Let me go back to this Time Lord post. I believe Roger was a relative or has a relative that was alive in the past, but before Roger made it big. Roger's greatest rival and enemy Rox was related to Gol D. Roger, but just like Roger, his name was hidden by the government too. The reason for this is simple. Oda loves science and terminology and puns. And if Rox was or were related to Roger, I believe that Rox's real name was Gol D. Alright. This is super tinfoil. All right. I believe that Rox's real name was Gol D. Rox. When pronounced was Gol D. Locks. Yo. This is some crazy level of tinfoil. This also ties into the specific concept of the Goldilocks zone, which is an area in outer space in which certain conditions are just right to allow a planet to harbor / sustain life like Earth does. It's not a theory I'm dying on the hill for, as it may have a ton of holes, but it may be an interesting contrast, blah, blah, blah. So I believe Rox made it possible to the dawn of the world to occur through certain circumstances, and then Roger followed in his footsteps. I don't know. I didn't quite understand what he meant by Rox being renamed. I'm very confused. So Rox D. Xebec is actually Gol D. Locks.
I'm saying the Gorosei Saturn is a bull devil.
Wait, is it like Rox the family name though? Like, it's Rox D. Xebec. So Xebec comes from the family of Rox. But if his actual name was Gol D. Locks, then his name is Rox, and he comes from the. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one, bro. I don't know about this one. Let's see. I'm saying that Gorosei Saturn is a bull. I think Saturn is a bull, but I didn't really look at it that way. Saturn, Saturn, yeah, I get it. But like, are we gonna like use that as like definitive evidence? Like, just because Saturn and Satan are somewhat similar, like I don't think that's the best form of evidence, right? Like, if you, something that seems a lot more plausible is like, wasn't there a Minotaur in Impel Down? Like, if you take that route, that makes way more sense, because like that Minotaur is already in One Piece. Like, we saw him in Impel Down. We know that Impel Down has 6 levels, and the 6th one's a secret. That can relate to how there's 5 Gorosei members, with Imu being a 6th affiliate kept secret, right? That kind of route, to me, in my opinion, that makes way more sense than Saturn equals Satan. But that's just my opinion. So you're free to think however you want, you know. Nami is a mermaid skyfolk hybrid from Wano ancestry and is royal blood. Nami is from Oikot, which I think is another Wano settlement. See, I like this one. Oikot backwards is Tokyo. She is a great swimmer, even able to use blue walk. She is Swedish, and Sweden has an island that was a center for Vikings trading. The island is named Burka, like the Sky Island. Nami can also sense the weather instantly. The Blackbeard pirates are based around the 12 titans of Greek mythology, and their enemies were the Olympians. And through Nami is with Zeus, I think she is Poseidon, because he was the god of the sea and sky, and sailors prayed to him for safe journeys so they won't get lost at sea. Nami also instantly got along with Shirahoshi, who was Poseidon. Oda also draws Nami in crowns, and he jokes Jinbei made that she has conquerors. Look at that doodle of Nami. East Blue 5 are all conquerors users. I do like that take, bro. I really like that take. The 5 original East Blue members having conquerors, bro. That to me is fire, because obviously Luffy has conquerors, Zoro has conquerors, Oda has always portrayed Zoro and Sanji as like rivals, you know, equivalents in a sense. These guys are always going neck and neck when they both show up at like a new island and they go to capture monsters. Oda's having Zoro and Sanji capture monsters that weigh the exact same amount, right? So if Oda goes and gives Zoro Conqueror's Haki, and we know that Sanji comes from the Vinsmokes and he's a prince, it would make a lot of sense to me if Sanji had Conqueror's Haki as well. And I already talked about Nami having Conquerors. Like the fact that Jinbei openly said, wait, is that Conquerors? That makes it, to me, that makes it hard to argue against her having Conquerors. Because if there was a panel where Nami was really angry and she was shooting out Conquerors and it was shaking the ship and shit, and like no character said anything, then we could be like, okay, whatever, that's just Oda taking a gag too far. But like the fact of the matter is that Jinbei literally said, wait, is that Conquerors? Like that makes, like, to me that doesn't even seem like a gag anymore. Like that doesn't seem like a joke. Like the people around her are literally they're literally commenting on the Conquerors, you know. But Mr. Bushido, I actually like this post. Fire W A. Mr. Bushido, you did your thing, bro. You did your thing. You know, another point. Fuck, I'm muted. Yo, I'm going to the nearest fucking cliff and I'm jumping off that bitch. Yo, this has to be like the, yo, can we get like I'm gonna put a sign in my background. What's good, Smokey D Cannabis? I'm gonna put a sign in my background. Days since last muted on stream, or days since accidental mute. And every single stream, I'm just going to reset it to 0 because I have not went one stream without muting on accident. I don't even know what I was saying. All right. So look, chat, when Nami and Shirahoshi first met, Shirahoshi told Nami, wait, I think we've met before. Yo, chat, that is literally the epitome on how Oda foreshadows shit. Like, as someone that's read One Piece in and out, that's gotten plenty of theories wrong and plenty of theories correct, I could tell you, I know how this man likes to foreshadow shit. You know what Oda really likes to do, bro? Hey, I knocked some gum off my desk and I don't know where it went. Oh, shit. Yo, chat, you know what Oda likes to do, bro? You know what Oda likes to do? Oda likes to, when he foreshadows something, he likes to have two different characters talking and having a conversation. One character will make a prediction or have a take or have a statement about something that's going to happen in the future. And then Oda will cut off that conversation between the two people and he'll switch scenes to something else. If you guys remember in Punk Hazard, when we were first getting to the island, we all thought as fans that the whole island was just made of fire because there was no dialogue or anything about like a snowy side or whatever. When the Straw Hats approached that island, Nami said, wait, is it cold on the other side of the island? I think I see like snow, or it looks like there's low temperatures on the other side of the island. And then boom, what ends up happening? We find out that half the island's magma and the other half is ice because of Aokiji and Akainu. That is one example of Oda having characters say some shit and then immediately cutting off the conversation. Another one I'll give you guys, right? If you guys remember, during Egghead, I forgot which Straw Hat it was, but they saw the Seraphims and they said, damn, those Seraphims are that powerful and they're only children. Imagine if they're adults. Imagine when they're grown up. And then Oda cut off the conversation and we went across the island and we saw fucking Stella or one of the Vegapunks talking. That to me seems like Oda is gonna make the Seraphim adults and age them up in the future. Whether it's in 5 chapters, 10 chapters, 100 chapters, he's planting that seed in the minds of the readers for a reason. So why does all this matter? It matters because when Nami says that Shirahoshi seems familiar and that they've met before, it's probably because of the innate power that Nami has within herself regarding weather. And I'm sorry, that was a long ass tangent. That was a long ass tangent. Shout out to Mr. Bushido. Mew over evil. Damn, it's really like that. Won't get a W for this, but Carrot will get Bonnie's devil fruit and be on Egghead. It's way too long to go explain here, but trust me, there is so much evidence. Let me ask the chat.
Won't get a W for this yet, but Carrot will get Bonnie DF and be on Egghead. It's way too long to explain here, but trust me, there is so much evidence.
Yo, chat, I need everyone watching the stream to answer this question. Listen, chat, will Carrot join the crew? Yes or no? Mr. Bushido, I've heard you out. You know, I appreciate you and your knowledge and your takes, but I just can't see her joining, right? It seems very clear that she's gonna lead the Minx side of the Grand Fleet. I just don't see why it would be necessary to have her be hiding in the barrel, jump out of the barrel, you know what I'm saying, have this whole big thing. I don't think it's necessary. To be honest, I don't think anyone's gonna join. If anyone joins, it's probably Vivi. But other than that, like, the Straw Hats already have 3 road poneglyphs. Like, we are so close to just straight up going to Laugh Tale. You know, is it really worth picking up a crewmate aside from Vivi this late into the game? And like, I've heard you, I'm hearing you out, Mr. Bushido. I've seen countless posts by you, you know, regarding Bonnie and like all these little details and these takes you have. And I don't think they're bad, but you know, I just feel like Oda's, he's closing the gates. He's just not gonna let anybody else join. That's why Yamato didn't join, or at least that would be a part of why Yamato didn't join. But we'll see, Mr. Bushido, because if Carrot joins the crew, Mr. Bushido is gonna take one of the biggest W's of all time. My theory is that there are 3 people competing for the throne. One is immortal, one gets reborn, and one poses people with his soul. You probably understand who I'm talking about. Emu, Joyboy, and Rox. Why I think Rox is possessing people with his soul is because Blackbeard was already alive before Rox died. So he probably poses people after his death. And that's why Blackbeard has more than one personality. Peace, love your videos. Yo, chat, let's rate that. Rate that post, chat. What do you give this post? 1 to 10. I mean, hey, everyone and their mom thinks that Blackbeard's connected to Xebec, right? A lot of people have played around with like Blackbeard has multiple souls, multiple hearts, multiple personalities, multiple brains, multiple whatever. So, I mean, seems like a normal take to me.
It feels weird that Oda had Carrot be given a job she was not set up for. She says no, then Oda cuts away straight after. Feels like Oda level misdirect.
Yo, but don't you think there's levels to it, Mr. Bushido? Like, if Carrot's like denying her job or not wanting to accept, how serious should we take that? Like, of course these characters are gonna at first be like, no, I don't want to do it, and then, you know, they end up doing it. That's just in their personality, that's in their nature. I didn't get the impression that she seriously didn't want to do it. You know, like, I feel like she was reluctant on like a playful kind of way, but not on like a serious type of way. But look, Mr. Bushido, as I just said, if you are correct, Mr. Bushido, you will take one of the biggest W's in OP history. It's plausible, but there's so many other plausible ways for that to work out. Man, you guys know my take, bro. You guys know my take. Blackbeard is a motherfucking octopus. If you don't believe that, you're creditless. Get with the times, grandpa. Blackbeard has an octopus soul fruit personality, devil fruit, whatever. All right? Listen. San Kokoro, Blackbeard's bounty, is the Japanese translation to 3 hearts. It's literally in the bounty. It's literally in the bounty. Let me pull up that. I'm pulling up the tweets. San Kokoro, 3 hearts. Yo, I'm dying on. Eat the mic, bro. Y'all are weird. You want me to eat the mic? All right, let's continue. Mihawk already defeated the 3 Seraphims. What? The world's greatest swordsman talk about scary. I thought it was all over. Crocodile was spotted on Empty Bluffs Island. Oh, damn. Yo, he should have circled the crocodile was spotted on Empty Bluffs Island instead of circling that. I don't know why he circled that. Yo, D-Talk, what's good? Yo, chat, what about this? Crocodile was spotted on Empty Bluffs Island, deploy the Seraphim. Yo, Mihawk had to have swept all 3. There's no way Mihawk's gonna be out here losing to a Seraphim. Bro, if Mihawk lost to a Seraphim, we gotta rename him the Fraud Hawk. We gotta rename him the Fraud Hawk. Cause let me tell you something, chat. Shanks isn't losing to Seraphim. There's nothing you guys could tell me that would even change my mind on that. If Shanks fought a Seraphim, Shanks is wiping the floor with the Seraphim. So this is actually a pretty cool post. I don't know what to rate this because it could be completely wrong or it could be completely right. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. Mihawk Stan's gonna cry. Yo, chat, what do you think about this post? Is this true, yes or no? Mihawk already defeated the 3 Seraphims. The world's greatest swordsman talk about scary. I thought it was all over. Deploy the Seraphim. Crocodile was spotted on Empty Bluffs. Yes or no? Did Mihawk beat them? Buggy isn't losing to a Seraphim? Bro, as much as I love Buggy, that's just BS. How do you think Croc did against them? Well, I have to have Crocodile underneath Luffy, and Luffy hasn't figured out how to beat a Seraphim. Like the last time we saw Luffy, he was fighting a Seraphim and he still didn't know how to take it out. Him and Zoro and everybody was there that was there. They would dish out attacks to the Seraphim and they would tank them and they would just come back to the battlefield and continue fighting. So if we think that Crocodile is way beneath Luffy and Luffy still hasn't figured out how to take out Seraphim, then I would assume that Crocodile doesn't know how to take them out unless he figured it out in the middle of the battle. Bro, they just always creating for this stuff? What you mean, bro? What's this? One of the biggest theories about Imu-sama, the supreme authority. How long is this? Oh my god, I'm all over the place, chat. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a noob streamer. Where's my chat? I don't even know. I'm all over the place, y'all. Oh, narrator with the 20 bomb. Narrator with the 20 bomb.
Blackbeard has multiple lineage factors. Lineage factors are the source of Haki. Devil fruits are Haki lineage factors, of past streamers. How I got the second or third lineage factors have to do with his trip to Drum Island.
Yo, narrator, thank you so much for the 20 bomb, my boy. Shouts out to motherfucking narrator. Yo, so I actually like that take because so you're basically saying Blackbeard has multiple lineage factors. I'm assuming you're gonna use that as an explanation as to why Blackbeard has multiple devil fruits. That would make a lot of sense to me because why? During Marineford, Marco said that Blackbeard has a weird body. I wouldn't attribute that to the Yami Yami no Mi, because when Blackbeard, we all know when Blackbeard ate that fruit and killed Thatch, he immediately left the ship. Being that Marco is the doctor of the Whitebeard pirates, it would make most sense if Marco already previously knew that Blackbeard's body was weird before Blackbeard even left the crew, which means that it can't be because of a devil fruit, or at least the Yami Yami no Mi, that made Blackbeard the way he is. We also know that Blackbeard never sleeps. Luffy told Sanji that people from snow countries never sleep. That would deduce Blackbeard into being from a snow country. And we know places like Karakuri Island, the island where Vegapunk is from, are considered snow countries. So if you want to go down the route of Blackbeard having a weird body and having multiple lineage factors and multiple DNAs and whatever, it could be because of Vegapunk. There's a great possibility that Vegapunk was testing on Blackbeard. Maybe Blackbeard is a failed clone or a failed experimentation. When we saw Stussy and Oda revealed her to be a clone of Bakken, Oda specifically said the first successful clone. And being that like Oda always hints stuff through info boxes and, you know, always alludes other options, it seems to me that there's probably failed clones, right? There's probably failed clones. Blackbeard could be a failed clone of a Rocks pirate, because Bakken's seems to be a Rocks pirate and she was cloned into Stussy. So who's to say that maybe before Stella and Vegapunk tried to clone the Rocks pirate Bakkens, he tried to clone the Rocks pirate Rocks. It failed and went horribly wrong. Blackbeard was created. He can have multiple lineage factors, multiple DNA. Boom, he has multiple devil fruits. That's a really fun take. Shout out to narrator. W take. It's definitely possible. Still trying to become a member. Would you say this channel or the new channel is better to be a member? Probably this channel, because when I make my new channel, it's going to be videos. I'm not going to stream on it. I'm not streaming on my new channel, and like, you should get memberships for channels that stream, not for channels that do videos. Yo, what up, Evil? Hope you've had a killer day. Yo, I hope you're having a killer day, bro. I hope your day is going amazing. I hope you're feeling blessed. S-Croc didn't eat and impale down fruit. That's what Oda expects us to think. He ate the crocodile fruit model banana crocodile. And when Luffy sees he's going to shout, S-Croc ate a banana fruit, which is a callback to when he thought Banana Croc was a banana with a crocodile growing out of it. I like this. This is some fire. This is some fire. Bro, I would fucking love for it to like be something that went wrong, like they made a mistake. W theory. I need the bro. Do you guys remember the banana crocodiles? I need those to come back. Banana crocodile. Like, watch, bro. Oda put that shit into One Piece so he could circle back. So you could circle back to it, bro. Banana gator. Who remembers this? Crocodile with the banana gator, man. Watch, S Crocodile is gonna have a banana gator devil fruit. That would be so funny. That's better than the hormone fruit. W theory, bro. W theory for banana gator. Who even posted that? Mr. Bushido. Oh, Mr. Bushido's always posting fire. Evil. Oda is bridging East and West myths. The Mexican Mayan world tree is a turtle/crocodile buried underground, and it'll be a mix of the Chinese mythical turtle with the snake wrapped around its neck will become the world tree crystallized. Yo, chat, what do you think about this one? What do you guys think about this one? My problem with it is that like we have like multiple world trees, right? We have the Atom tree, we have the Sunlight tree, we have the Knowledge tree. So are they all creatures, or is it only Eve? Or is it Eve and Adam? Or is it only Adam? You know, that would just mean to me that there's like multiple mythical creatures that the world's made out of. I don't know. I don't know about this one. I'm just gonna have to wait and see for this one. I think, oh yeah, the whale tree too. Yeah, I prefer the idea that like Emu or Joy Boy had like a god tree seed and they planted it. It was planted and like that tree then produced devil fruits and stuff like that, versus like an animal. Especially since Oda's taking the route of planets, stars, galaxies, all that type of shit. One Piece is just one small piece, and that's a fact. All right, I don't even get that. Rox is either a Figureland or had Shanks with a Figureland. Rox is Shanks' dad. Maybe the God's Knights is Rox. Okay. I wish this guy had like reasoning. Rox is either a Figureland or had Shanks with a Figureland. I mean, there's no reasoning to this theory, so I can't really like dive into it that deep. I would prefer if Shanks wasn't a Rox descendant. I think it would be better if Shanks was like pure full-bred celestial. You know, because Shanks was a kid that was raised as a pirate. He was raised under the Pirate King alongside people like Buggy and Rayleigh. It would be really good writing to have this child have like some of the worst blood in him, but yet Roger adopted him anyways. It's very thematic for these characters in One Piece to ignore their father or even grandfather in some cases and go their own route and get inspired by a pirate. If Shanks had zero pirate blood in him and he still followed Roger and he was a celestial dragon with D-clan beliefs or like pirate values and morals, that would make him such a better character than like someone that has both celestial and pirate blood in him. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like what made Doflamingo so special, because he was like pure celestial, but look at how he lived. He rebelled against the celestials to an extent. But that's my thoughts on it. I don't think we need Luffy to be a descendant. We don't need Shanks to be a descendant. I would prefer if Buggy was the son of Zebek. And that's something I've been pushing for a while. Buggy being the son of Zebek while Shanks is the son of a dead Godose or Garling or whatever. That's a beautiful poetic parallel right there. Luffy draws Nami this way, but Oda doesn't change character doodles in many chapters for Nami. This might be foreshadowing Nami having a fishman origin. Ooh. Ooh, you know what? Everybody was thinking at one point that this foreshadowed Kaido. Wasn't this supposed to be Kaido, chat? Chat, was this supposed to be Kaido? Because I'm pretty sure it was. I forgot what the context was. I think it was like right before Arlong. I think it was Gene and his other friend, whatever his name is. They were telling him about Fishman, and Luffy was drawing what he thought Fishman would look like. I subscribe to the Zebek is a fraud theory. Buggy inherited as well. I'm not a fan of that theory, because you have people like Kaido and Big Mom that were super strong powerhouses. For them to follow and respect and even in some cases look up to Zebek while he's a fraud, that doesn't really make sense to me. Because look at Kaido, right? He's a character that's full of aggression and destruction and war and tyranny, right? Why would he follow and look up to Zebek if Zebek was a fraud? Like if Kaido met Buggy, Kaido would spit on Buggy and like think so low of Buggy. So again, like if Zebek was a parallel of Buggy in that kind of way, then it doesn't really seem like it makes sense to me. Plus, like, we know that Roger and Garp worked together to take down Zebek in the first place. Again, if Zebek was a fraud, it wouldn't have taken that much to take him down. And we can't really argue it's because of his crew, because that was 40 years ago. Like, Whitebeard 40 years ago was way weaker than he was in his prime. Same case for Kaido. People will even argue now that current Kaido is way stronger than Kaido from 20 years ago when he fought Odin. So imagine Kaido from 40 years ago. He's probably like 1/20th of what he is now, you know? So with that being said, I doubt that Xebec is a fraud in that kind of way. And I think it would make sense if Buggy was a fraud and Buggy was the son of Xebec, because Buggy's been known to fail into success. Buggy's been known to fail upwards, right? Buggy's always getting lucky. If he was the son of Xebec, making him a conqueror, that's in Buggy's nature, because that's not something that Buggy can control. In One Piece and in real life, you can't control who your parents are. You can't control when, how, or why you're born. So making Buggy the son of a legendary pirate like Xebec, that's fire to me. For Sanji's final power-up, he will start packing Za in his Siggies, and that will give him superpowers. Man, look at you guys trying to influence the youth to be potheads. I would never do that, bro. All right, chat. Do you guys have theories? Do you guys have theories, chat? Enough with the Discord theories. Where are the stream chat theories? I mean, what happens when Buggy's fruit awakens, bro? When Buggy awakens, that man's gonna split atoms, yo. Yo, that man Buggy, watch, he's gonna be revealed to have like the Adam no Mi, and this dude's gonna be so overpowered and have one of the most broken fruits. Why? Because he fails upwards and he's one of the most luckiest people. This man Silver said, bro, I am the youth. You know you are not the youth, my boy. Well, what do we consider the youth? Because there needs to be a cutoff, right? Like once you hit 18, you're no longer youth. Yo, man, what if Laugh Tale is at Florian Triangle? What if it was at the Florian Triangle? I don't know. The whole chat is youth? I don't think so. But then again, it depends what you consider youth. Let me see. Oh, I deleted it. Damn. I had a poll on my Discord like weeks ago where people could like vote on the poll for their age, and like 90% of people were 18 and older. Like most of my audience, like the overwhelming majority of my audience is like 18 or older. So yeah.
Do you the Treasure Tree Adam could have been at God Valley?
Do I think Treasure Tree Adam could have been at God Valley? That's interesting. That would make sense, because the world government's known to have like some of the most powerful things in their possession. The world government is very tyrannical. The world government's very tyrannical. They act like pirates very often. So if they stole God Valley and they stole that tree, it would make sense to me. Yo, what's up, Luke? It would make sense to me. Right? For all we know, the Celestial Dragons in the original world government, they probably stole God Valley. They probably stole the country that was on top of the Red Line. They probably stole Marie Joie, bro. The world government probably stole Marie Joie. So, you know, is it that far to say that they stole a tree? I mean, they probably stole Sunlight Tree Eve. That's why Marie Joie is placed exactly where that tree's supposed to be. Like, bro, it's no coincidence that Fishman Island is perfectly under Marie Joie, and the tree lines up there perfectly. Like, they 100% stole Sunlight Tree Eve. So if they stole Adam Tree, like, you know, it seems like it fits what we know about them. My only problem though is like the Adam tree should be in Elbaf, right? I don't know how possible it would be for someone 40 years ago to move a tree from God Valley all the way to Elbaf. I would say that's probably very unlikely, but everything else aside from that makes a lot of sense to me. Maybe the world government had Celestials on Elbaf and then they got ran out or some shit, you know? Shouts out to the boy for the super chat though. Sosa. I think Perospero is Vegapunk's son. The cover page had the silhouette of what we think was Stussy. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. That seems like, you know, one thing I noticed about One Piece fans, sometimes like One Piece fans are way too creative, right? You can make like a theory that like technically makes sense and like technically things do line up, but if it doesn't fit like the story and there's no point of doing it, then like Oda won't do it. Like for an example, you guys remember how when we got the TCB for the legendary fruit that was renamed or whatever the fuck, when Zunisha was walking up, how there was theories about the Florian Triangle monsters. People thought it was something to do with Blackbeard, something to do with Zebek. Like, if you get too creative, you just end up becoming unreasonable, right? Or at least if you care about being correct. Some people want to make One Piece theories and they don't care if it's right or not. But if you care about like accuracy and you want to make a theory in hopes of it being true, you want to be reasonable. Like, I'll give you another example, right? Let's say we were talking about the man with the burn scar. Let's say that was the topic of discussion, right? You could technically make a case that Arlong is the man with the burn scar because he could swim underwater in Fishman Island. He might have got a burn scar in Impel Down, and you can make like this whole big case, right? But is that even reasonable? Like, is Oda gonna throw a fat curveball like that and make Arlong the man with the burn scar? Like, it just seems very like like it's too creative. It's too I don't like to say it's too creative because that comes off kind of bad. It's too left field, basically, or at least for my taste. With the pawpaw fruits, you could send, or powers, you could send things where you want. Yo, shout out to Narrator with the 9 months. Kobe first hit Luffy's straw hat off his head. KKL, bro. Let me ask the chat, Narrator. I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick. Chat, with a show of yeses or nos, chat. Do you think Kobe will kill Luffy, or do you think Luffy will die at the end of the story, or do you think Luffy will be executed? Yes or no? I gotta say, Narrator, Luffy sacrificing himself to Kobe, I can understand that point of view and I do like it. It's just my internal battle, Narrator, is like Luffy getting murdered or like slaughtered, getting stabbed and getting his head chopped off. Like, I don't think Oda would want to end the story like that. You know, Oda already says that he tries not to kill characters that way. When they throw the big party at the end of the arc, it's not as sad, or at least that's what he said about Pell, right? If Luffy gets killed at the very end of the story, it almost seems like Oda went back on his word big time, right? So I don't know, man. Plus, I'm biased, bro. I want to see Luffy raise his son, bro. I want to see that shit. I want to see old Luffy. And I guess, yeah, technically, Luffy still could get old, be a grandpa or whatever, and get killed. But, man, we all love Luffy too much to watch him die. We love Luffy too much to watch that man die. Narrator, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you greatly. Nika is Kiji Muna, the Ryukyun tree spirit from the Banyan or Gajimaru rubber trees native to Japan. They hate octopus. No, you're capping, bro. Let me do F, Control F. Octopus. What? All right, now you got me hooked. Now you got me hooked. You had me at octopus. The Kijimuna dislike people passing gas. Oh, fuck. Passing gas on their backs, however, and will immediately throw the human off, no matter where they were at the moment. The Kijimuna also hate octopuses. Hey! Only because it's octopus, I'm gonna be hella biased. Wait, so did they look like Nika?
I kind of think the tree is Yggdrasil and the atom was destroyed at God Valley. Frankie said there are only a few trees, which could mean
Nah, Chad.
eyes, but Chopper cures his.
Bro, I think I've seen this before, but it might have had a different name. Cause like this name doesn't seem that familiar. Maybe I tweeted it. Look. Nah. You got the Kijimuna, and then you got Calgara. Bro, I've always said this, that Calgara, bro, is gonna be playing into the character of Nika. Watch, man. Watch, bro. I can't figure it out to the highest degree, but I know one way or another, Calgara is gonna relate to Nika, bro. You see that skirt? Them spears, bro? Calgara and Nika, whether it's them both being tribal, maybe they're both being traditional, maybe they're both warriors, they both worshipped people, maybe they both did sacrifices. Bro, there's something going on between these two characters. Especially this, man. Like, bro. Let me look up Kijimuna again. Dude, that's my 90-page theory stuff. Bro, you gotta summarize that. You have to summarize that, my man. You got a PDF of a One Piece theory. That's 90 pages. 90. N-I-N-E-T-Y. 90. My man, you gotta summarize that bit. Break that down into 2 pages. You got to, bro. There's no way you can't summarize it. Because I bet you that 90-page, it has to be a good theory, right? If the theory was bad, you wouldn't have typed out 90 pages. You typed out 90 pages because it's a good theory, right? But the problem is no one's gonna want to read it if it's 90 pages. So you should summarize it. Make like a light version, L-I-T-E, bro. Make it the fucking One Piece Kijimuna theory light, right? And just summarize it, bro. That's what you gotta do, bro. Shout out to Sosa with the 5. I kind of think the tree at Elbaf is Yggdrasil and the atom was destroyed at God Valley. Frankie said there are only a few trees, which could mean 2. I don't remember Frankie saying specifically that there was a few trees, right? But I do remember him pointing out that there was a tree in it. He was referring to Adam, which recently we found out that, or at least it's being heavily alluded that Adam tree is at Elbaf. Let me see. I think I saved the panel because I might have used it for a video. Let me look it up real quick. Let me look up Elbaf. Oh yeah, it's because they said that Elbaf was a war-ridden island, and then they said that the Eve tree, or no, they said that the Adam tree comes from like a land of wars or some shit. Let me see. Treasure tree Adam. Let me see. Oh, he did say that there are only a few trees like that in existence. Yeah, you are right. I was wrong. He did say that there are a few trees. I still think that the tree on Elbaf is the Eve or the Adam tree. I keep saying Eve. I think the tree on Elbaf is the Adam tree. He said that it was in like a war-ridden country. I thought I saved that panel, bro. I guess I didn't.
Kalra, the one who rings a bell that guides souls into trees, has something to do with Nika, the one who creates devil fruits, which are souls inside the fruit of trees. That's crazy.
Kalgara, the one who rings the bell that guides souls into trees, has something to do with Nika, the one who creates devil fruits, which are souls inside of the fruit. Oh shit! Oh. Narrator! Cook! How did I not think of it like that? Oh my god! Kalgara, the one who rings the bells and guides souls into trees, has something to do with Nika, the one who creates devil fruits, which souls are inside of the fruits. Oh my god, how did I not think of it like that? Cause oh my, okay, that's the type of shit y'all need to be posting, bro. That's how you spit, chat. Y'all want to spit, bro? Take some lessons from Narrator, bro. Thank you so much, Narrator. I never even looked at it like that. And I've been thinking about this Nika Kalgar shit for a minute, bro. I'm talking months, bro. It's been on my mind. And I'm just like, bro, what's the connection? What's the connection? What's the connection? Bro, I need to go back and reread that. Chat, we got to go back to the Nolan flashback, bro. We need to go back straight to the Nolan flashback and do some digging, yo. That man Narrator, yo. What's good, Freddy? What's good, Scorpio? I don't play whatever that is. Whatever that is, I don't play that. GOW. I posted about this months ago. Maybe I overlooked it, bro. And we got Jin Marks. Narrator, of course, bro. Thank you so much for the super chats and always, helping me out, man. It's greatly appreciated. Mr. Bushido with the 2 said Luffy dies, but Chopper cures his what? Mr. Bushido, you left me hanging. Luffy dies, but Chopper cures his. Cures his what? Cures his what? Oh, I'm like hanging by a thread right now. His D, yo, pause. But just to go back to this, guys, Sosa, I can't find the panel. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Check this out. There was a huge tree that never fell. Even if the people started a war with rains of bullets, or if everyone died and left the island in ruins, people still went back to the tree and used it to rebuild towns and nations, right? Frankie is describing this tree being in the home of a war-ridden country. When recently we saw how Kid was pulling up on Elbaf and we saw his ships approaching the island, they referred to Elbaf as a war-ridden country, right? They used this in the Viz. I looked at it when that chapter had dropped. They used the same exact phrasing from what Frankie used in Water 7 to what they used for Kid going to Elbaf. The reason for that is because it seems to be the Adam tree is on Elbaf. Plus, I mean, Elbaf having underworld connections seems pretty obvious, right? Like, why wouldn't Elbaf be connected to the dark market? It would be weird if it wasn't. Like, even Dressrosa had a whole underground world for the black market and the underworld. Seeing how Elbaf takes a lot of inspiration from Norse culture and Norse mythology, it would make a lot of sense if the tree of Yggdrasil inspired the Adam tree. And that tree of Yggdrasil in real life had worlds and had realms underground at the roots of the tree, which is quite literally the underworld, or could be the underworld. Nah, but this was a fire post, bro. Greg, man, going crazy, bro. Greg going crazy. Yo, what's good, Neko? I guess it's Nico. I don't think I've ever said your name correctly. Let's see this Reddit post. Theory of devil fruit origins and its connection to Blackbeard. I intend to demonstrate. Oh, you want to sound all professional and shit. I intend to demonstrate why it is my belief. Boy, man, this is not no fucking speech, bro. You are not graduating high school, fam. I intend to demonstrate why it is my belief that devil fruits are the creation of high-level Haki and one other catalyst, specifically the fire of Nika. This has a lot of postulates and logical arguments sort of piecemealed together to make this as coherent and complete as possible without being a dissertation, hopefully, but it is impossible to make a linear argument, so here it goes. Haki equals will equals dreams. I mean, I already kind of get this point. You don't really need to break this down to me. Yeah, the key thing, I already understand where like this is going. Like I totally get this thing. In the One Piece world, you will be, or your will resides inside your lineage factor or DNA. Your will being your Haki in your dreams. When Rayleigh says everyone has Haki lying dormant in them, this is because what he's hinting at, everyone has DNA in the sense Haki acts a key or chakra or a soul due in many beliefs. Oh, that's interesting. The Haki residing in DNA. I mean, it would make sense from like a logical standpoint, like on paper. Every human has DNA, and like in the One Piece world, every human would have a soul. They would all have will, even if it's like a small amount of willpower or whatever. So those two things being synonymous, I can see that. I can see that. When in the belly of Nola, the giant snake of Skypiea, Isa was fully surrounded by the will of the snake, as that will is literally in his DNA. That's a fair point. When Luffy and Zoro sense Blackbeard as multiple people, they are sensing multiple DNAs by sensing multiple wills. This is a controversial point. As you guys know, who posted this? Was it narrator? Who posted this? It was narrator. As you guys know, when Luffy and Zoro met Blackbeard, they walked away saying it's they or it's them. I don't know about that, because a lot of people have came out and said that was a mistranslation. You could also look at it from the standpoint that they were referring to Blackbeard's crew, right? Because earlier in that arc, Luffy and Blackbeard met Doc Q and Luffy grabbed the apple or whatever. So there's a few ways you could spin that seem more realistic than Luffy and Zoro saying, oh, it's they, it's them. Like, don't get me wrong, it's an option, it's a theory. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it. Something like that to me doesn't pull me in, like subjectively, in like my own opinion. You know, I like everything else in the post so far. I probably wouldn't side with that detail, because it's like, would Luffy and Zoro know that Blackbeard has multiple DNA segments in that moment? Like, we're talking about like Luffy and Jaya. Like, he wasn't even trained in Haki or observation yet. Would he be able to look at Blackbeard and be like, yeah, this dude has multiple souls? Would he be able to do that? I don't know. Probably not, but we'll have to wait and see. When Herlock says you die, you are forgotten. That's because your will is such an essential part of you. You're bound by physical DNA when you're alive. Imagine in One Piece mythos, when your will is unbound by your body, it returns to the sea unless it is carried by another. Vegapunk synthesized his own green blood to carry the powers of Paramecia. Why? Because devil fruits are wills, and wills attached to DNA. Oh, that's a fair point. See, this to me seems way more logical than like the Blackbeard thing. When Blackbeard was told by Luffy and Zoro that he's a they or them or whatever. Yeah, so I mean, I pretty much get the gist of this post, right? You're giving pretty good examples and whatnot. I don't know. This seems very straightforward. Theories of Devil Fruit origins and its connection to Blackbeard. You probably could have renamed it to Devil Fruits are the creation of high-level Haki. Maybe you could even take the route like maybe Devil Fruits are made by Conqueror's users. Like when someone had Conqueror's Haki or someone has Conqueror's Haki and they die, maybe their soul or whatever creates a Devil Fruit. Shout out to Ronnie for joining the squad. Where's the tattoo? The tattoo's right here. Right here. It got blood on it. You see that? There's some blood on it. Fucking little pouch. I'm gonna have to clean it up in a little bit. Am I muted again? Bro, I'm muted again, bro. You know what, bro?
Oh my god.
Once again. Bro, it hasn't even been a fucking hour and I'm already muting again. Yo, can someone, bro, I need one of you guys to just slay me, bro. Someone pull out a Yoru and just chop my head off, bro. Erase me, bro. That was a good post though, narrator. Building on from narrator, I think Blackbeard went to Drum Island for bone marrow transplant. That is hyper specific, my guy. It changes someone's blood type. Hence, DNA could be some sort of chimera with 3 different blood types. Oh, he said that's in the Reddit post? Did I miss that? Let me see. Like that just seems like, it seems just too creative. Like, I don't know if he would go that direction. Wait, I don't think he actually said that. There's no chimera in his post. Bone marrow? Let me see. Obviously, if Blackbeard has multiple DNAs from the nature of his birth or due to some experiment, I can't read for shit. Oh my god. Obviously, if Blackbeard has multiple DNAs, either from the nature of his birth or due to some experiment, it explains why he can have 2. I personally believe his origin isn't going to be as cool as the clone of Rox and Emu, but rather something such as being cured of a disease with bone marrow transplant by Dr. Vegapunk as a child in Karakuri. Yeah, like, I don't think it needs to be a bone marrow transplant specifically, right? Like, earlier, I gave you guys the example of how they call Stussy the first successful clone of Bakens, or I guess in general, the first successful clone. That seems like Oda setting up a route for there to be failed clones. Maybe Edward Weevil is a failed clone of Whitebeard, or maybe Blackbeard is a failed clone of Zebek. That seems to be more realistic than bone marrow transplant. Why? Because as far as what I know, we haven't seen any bone marrow transplants in One Piece. Have we seen a single person mention bone marrow transplant? We've seen people talk about clones, and that's actually relevant right now. If you eat 2 devil fruits, you explode without a trace because the lineage factor from the devil fruits attaches to your DNA. A second fruit overpowers that DNA and it explodes. But the world government has always forbidden anyone from deciphering them. World government flag represents 4 road poneglyphs and the 4 C's in the 4 sees the center is Reverse Mountain, which is where the ancient kingdom was located. The ancient kingdom is based on Atlantis. Oda is a fan of Graham Hancock and believes there was a global flood 13,000 years ago and uses this inspiration for One Piece. The center flag represents the center ocean which connects the world. This is currently Reverse Mountain. The burning of the flag in Enies Lobby symbolizes the sun god destroying the world government's lines, the red line, and the calm belts. The poneglyphs are similar to Dragon Balls. Luffy, Joy Boy will fulfill Charlie's prophecy and carry out the events of history, the One Piece. I have heard about like the ancient kingdom being there. I think a lot of people have. A lot of people would even argue that Laugh Tale is where Reverse Mountain is. The reasoning in this post seems a bit strange. I don't really understand. Okay, so he's saying that the 4 seas of the One Piece world are the 4 outer circles, and then the middle one is Reverse Mountain. You know, one thing that kind of goes against it is like, why would the world government draw that much attention to Reverse Mountain, you know? Like, why would the world government allude to something important being there? You know? It seems a little too cocky. Like, if this was based on anything like geographical, I feel like these 4 outer circles would be the 4 seas of the One Piece world, and then the inner circle is Marijois, because they call Marijois the center of the world. I feel like that would make more sense than them making the symbol for Reverse Mountain, because they don't even respect the ancient kingdom or anything like that, you know? That's probably why they laugh at Laugh Tale, because it's so obvious. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see Oda taking that route. Again, you would have a scenario where like this evil world leader that came up with this crazy evil plan to kill Joy Boy and erase a whole continent. He did all that, and now he's making a flag that alludes to a treasure or secret kingdom being on Reverse Mountain, but like he's simultaneously hiding road poneglyphs or poneglyphs in general. He's bombing places like Ohara. I don't know, it just seems very unlikely that they would do that, because it goes against everything that they want. Like, why would the world government want people to go look for Laugh Tale? Them making their flag based off Laugh Tale just seems very backwards. So with that being said, if this flag is supposed to be like anything regarding geography, it's probably the case where the inner circle is Marijois. Is it under Reverse Mountain though? Well, we know Lily was the one who did the poneglyphs and that Emu was mad about it. Right. But like the conclusion's still the same. The world government doesn't want people to know ancient history or taboo knowledge. So why would they put that on their flag? That doesn't make any sense. The next one by Yoru. Buggy is the god of luck and based on the archetype Fool, but plays the role of the Jungarian trickster. The god of luck and fortune are god of the threshold. This is the basic idea of the Fool archetype, a character who is unafraid to aim high, to try new things, and to face the unknown. Jung describes the Fool as being a potential future, meaning that through various attempts and failures, the Fool gains experience. The Sun or Luffy masculine, both the giver and destroyer of life, creative energy, consciousness, passage of time and life. Rising sun, birth, creation. The moon, Emu, feminine, marks the passage of time, controls the course of humans' events. I'm not really sure what these last 2 things were for. It just seems like random fun facts. But like this first half of the post does seem kind of cool. I mean, you can't really build on it. Like, that's the unfortunate thing. Like, people have connected Buggy to, you know, being a clown and a trickster and a joker before. So it's like nothing new, right? Like, even without these pictures, people would still call Buggy a fool or call Buggy a trickster, you know? Drink your water, y'all. Drink your water. I guess this is an R-rate post. I'll give it a thumbs up. It's just like, we all know Buggy's a joker and a trickster, so I mean, there's not much to say, right? I think they're connecting the tarot cards to Luffy and Imu, but I don't know how you would go from there. The explanation for the tarot cards seemed very vague, though. Like, passage of time in life, rising sun, birth, creation, right? Like, that's very vague. You could say that Roger is a rising sun because he birthed the great age of pirates, the golden age of pirates. You could say that Whitebeard is a rising sun because when he died, he birthed a whole new generation, right? It's a very vague thing. So, yeah, I don't know. What is this? Please tell me this is Nighthawk.
There's a One Piece theory that Saint Jupiter will be persecuted by Eam and Saint Garling figure land. Saint Jupiter is believed to be inspired by Saint Peter, who was rumored to be crucified by Roman Emperor Nero, and Eam's family name is Nero Na. In Greek mythology, Jupiter is Zeus, who in his tales rebelled to overthrow his father Kronos and free his siblings from his tyranny. Zeus was actually one of the younger gods, and since Saint Jupiter is the younger Gorosei, it follows this concept. Since his introduction, Jupiter is the only Gorosei who actively questions the world government's historical actions, for example, wondering why the world government changed the name of Luffy's Devil Fruit, and also why Lelouch was chosen to be erased from history. Because Saint Jupiter is the agricultural god, it actually showcases he's in support of life, strangely connecting back to Noland, who was a botanist. So potentially the day is coming when Emo asks too great of a sacrifice, and this deviation in his morality will lead to his persecution.
Yo, chat, what do you guys rate that? 1 to 10. 1 to 10, what do y'all rate that? That wasn't that bad. I mean, oh my god, I have like 1,000 windows open right now. Jesus, that wasn't that bad. It's just like, the only thing is like, would Emu actually kill one of his closest people? Like, that might be a little too far, man. Like, I do have that one video from like ages ago where I talk about which planet is it now? I talk about Mars betraying Emu because of Mars being based off of this certain Japanese guy. But if it's the young one betraying Emu, it's like, why would Emu recruit someone that is gonna rebel against Emu? Because like, he has the title God of Agriculture. If they gave him that title and like Emu knows he's in support of life, why would Emu recruit him in the first place? It seems kind of counterintuitive to Emu and their goals. So it might be the case where sure, he's based off of Nero and then this guy's based off of Saint Peter, and Oda doesn't have that detail of Nero killing Saint Peter. Like, one thing I try to tell theorists about is like, a lot of times Oda takes inspiration from something in real life and he applies it to One Piece, but he's gonna leave out a ton of details about it, right? Think about Icarus. You guys know Icarus from real life? Let me pull up Icarus. Let me give you guys an example. Icarus, right? This is Icarus from real life. Icarus on the right is a man that flew too close to the sun. Okay? Let me open this picture. Icarus is a guy on the one on the right that flew too close to the sun. He melted and died. The guy on the left with him, I think it was his cousin. His name's Daedalus, right? This was mimicked in One Piece because a squid named Daedalus flew too close to the sun and he died. Meanwhile, his friend that was working with Hody Jones was named Icarus. So you could already see right there that Oda took inspiration from something in real life, but he totally like swapped the names around. Instead of Icarus in real life floating too close to the sun and dying, Oda used Daedalus in One Piece to do that. The reason I give you that example is because there's a lot of times where Oda will take inspiration from something in real life and change details about it and swap it around. So when we talk about Imu being based off of Saint Peter or Saint Nero, I'm all over the place. If we talk about Imu being based off Nero and then Jupiter being based off Saint Peter, Oda might skip that detail. Why? Because that dude is a Gorosei member. Like that to me seems like a legitimate reason for Oda to not kill him. He's a Gorosei member. Maybe if Jupiter was like a holy knight or something like that, maybe then Imu would kill them. We just saw Saint Mjosgard get killed. But like, damn, is Oda really gonna kill one of the 5 closest people to him? I don't know. Seems pretty wild. Do you think EOS Luffy is still 19? I'm not sure, man. Oda might, do a little time skip at the end to show us what old Luffy looks like. I believe Carrot was made for the Queen of Zeus, not so much so she... Okay, is this another Carrot join the crew? Mr. Bushido, I've read your Carrot joins the Straw Hats. I've seen 1,000 different variations of that theory, bro. I think we're just gonna fundamentally disagree because I strongly believe that Carrot is gonna lead the Mink tribe of the Grand Fleet. I also think that she doesn't need to be hiding on a barrel while all of this stuff is happening on Egghead. Then I also believe it's too late to recruit another member to the Straw Hats. Like, let me see the rest of this post though. Maybe he's not even saying that. I believe Carrot was made the Queen of Zou, not so much so she could be the queen, but more of a test for her to make a decision on her own or live her own life. She was mentored by Pedro, whose dream was to go to sea and help bring the dawn, but he failed. I believe the Duke of Zou is given a message that's only for their eyes, like how the Kings of Alabasta passed on a letter from Lily that says they are the D-Clan. Maybe the message is the Mink leader of Joy Boy's time, or it's from Lily herself, and it will reveal something like maybe the Minks are from the ancient kingdom and Laugh Tale is their true home. Zou is partially based off the wandering Jew, and the Minks are based off of the Jewish slaves of Egypt who wandered around for 40 years until they found the promised land. Carrot role is to help find Laugh Tale so the Minks can help settle down. Okay. Chat. Do you or do you not agree that Carrot is joining the Straw Hats? Mr. Bushido, unfortunately, my man, I just feel like no matter which way you spin it, I just can't see her joining. Hey, maybe if she leads the Grand Fleet and she shows up for Final War, she will get the attention and the credit she deserves, right? But we don't need her to join the crew, and I hate to disagree repeatedly. Trust me, I really do, Mr. Bushido. I don't like repeatedly disagreeing. It's just something I don't really see happening. It's not a bad theory. ZKK, that's a bad theory, right? Like, that theory was just straight trash. That went against so many fundamentals. Killing a main villain, Zoro killing somebody in general, of status, let alone a Yonko. It takes away Luffy's shine. Oda said that main villains get defeated, not killed, so they lived with shattered dreams. Like, that right there, that's a bad theory. Like, that's just dog shit, right? Carrot joining the Straw Hats, that's not necessarily bad, because you have your reasons, right? You have your reasons. Zoro killed bro, stop it. No, you can't, bro. Oh, he said Zoro killed Kuina. That's no way. That's a legit theory. Is that an actual theory? Zoro killed Kuina? Just say psych, please, for the love of God. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown if you don't say psych. Say psych. Yamato not joining the crew never made sense. Yeah, it did. Bro, how are you gonna say Yamato not joining the crew doesn't make sense when she literally didn't join the crew? Come on, bro. How does that theory not make sense when it literally happened? Or are you saying that, like, are you saying in general Yamato joining doesn't make sense? Because if you're saying in general, that's a bit different. Nah, it makes sense. It just doesn't make sense to you. Pfft. Yo, G, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect from Silver Crown. I really wouldn't. If he told me, oh, it makes sense, it just doesn't make sense to you, me personally, as a man, let alone a grown man, I wouldn't accept that. I wouldn't let that fly. I would be talking spicy. But that's just me. That's just me, G. That's just me. Yo, Oofmatic, what's good, my boy? Why you peeking, Carrie Hot? Kari? Finland is another word for the Garden of Eden. Bro, you keep saying that. I need to look that up. Let me look that up. Finland, Garden of Eden. Is that actually true, or is that, bro, is that, chat, is that cap or is that slap? What is the translation for the Garden of Eden in Finnish?
Garden of Eden. Garden of Eden.
Yo, Mr. Bushido, I'm gonna need the receipts, my boy. Finland is another word for the Garden of Eden. Finland! God Valley is another way of saying Garden of Eden. Valley is like a garden that grows naturally, not man-made. Eden equals God. God Valley incident is where the devil fruits were spread across the world. God Valley is the home of the devil fruit tree. A. God Valley is the incident where the devil fruits were spread across the world. God Valley is the home of the devil fruit tree. Bro, I can't get behind there being an incident that had the devil fruits fly across the globe, right? A lot of you guys know I already have a video on why mythical zoans probably came from God Valley, being that you could trace all of them to that island. Yamato's fruit, Marco's fruit, Kaido's fruit, every other fruit, possibly Luffy's. You could trace all these mythical zones one way or another back to God Valley. So if God Valley was the home of devil fruits in some capacity, it would be consistent writing. But it's like, will Oda take it to the next level? It seems to me that if there was an incident that caused devil fruits to go all over the world, it seems like something Oda would do. Because they call it the God Valley incident. What was the incident? Someone fighting? Roxy Zebek fighting fucking Roger? Is that what the incident is? Or is it actually some actual event? Like something big happened, something was stolen, something was moved, something was destroyed aside from the island. Like there's probably some deeper depth there than besides, oh, these guys were fighting. So yeah, bro, God Valley having devil fruits, I can get behind. You cooked, Mr. Bushido. Dubs for Mr. Bushido. He cooked. Paw the fruit away. Hey, I think that's what happened with the poneglyphs. I'm about to pull up the viz right now, bro, because they said on that fateful day the poneglyphs were spread around, whatever. Why is it faithful day? What? It didn't take months to put poneglyphs all over the fucking planet. It didn't take a week. What do you mean on that specific day, on that fateful day? The reason why they're using that type of speech, that type of dialogue, is probably because Lily, Toki, Lily, somebody had the pawpaw fruit and they were just fucking poneglyph all around the fucking planet. I really like that theory. And if you guys see me scratching myself, it's because I got a fucking mosquito bite on the back of my leg and it's annoying the hell out of me. Oh, 40 years before, no one is a fruit user. I mean, we don't know how true that is. Like, we have no clue when the Nika fruit was first used. We only know that they've been chasing it, right? What's up, Alexis? What's up, someone? What's up, Nick? What's up, Rishi? What's up, Sway? What's good, Carrie? What's good, Farhat? What's good, Joe? What's good, Parker, Rodney, Hako, Swag Haver 56. I can't get over that name. TV in the attic. Why the fuck is your name Swag Haver? Swag Haver 56. That gotta be the goofiest name I've ever seen, yo. Shout out to Mr. Bushido, man. The devil fruit tree, it actually, if it actually exists, will have something to do with the trees from Shandia that were infected and killing everyone, but the Shandians believe them to be where their souls, the souls of their ancestors went when they called the golden bell. I like this. We were talking about this earlier. Narrator, we were talking about that earlier. That's a fire post. W narrator. W narrator. We were talking about that earlier. You cooked. You cooked, bro. All right. Finland. Pawpaw, it could have been the awakened Ope to me that transported the poneglyphs. Oh, come on, dude. You think someone had a room the entire size of the planet? That's too much, yo. I think it's a lot more realistic that someone with the pawpaw fruit was teleporting all the poneglyphs. I don't think we need to have a planet-sized room and people were teleporting that way. That's a little too much. That's a little too much. The Haver of Swag. Do you think Kuma is only going back to the Holy Land to return to being a slave? Man, I don't know why Kuma's going back. I still quite haven't figured that out. Does anyone in chat have a clue why Kuma's going back? I don't know if it's because they still have control over him. I don't know if it's because there's some robotic stuff going on, an authority chip, some kind of devil fruit power, brainwashing. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's so hard to read Kuma right now, bro. What do y'all think, man? I have no clue. My worry is it's something Vega program it. Bro, if Vegapunk is the reason for Kuma going back to Marijwa, and Vegapunk Stella is an evil, is maniacal even a word? An evil, twisted person, I'm gonna dox and beat Vegapunk the fuck up. And I'm not even kidding, bro. I will deadass chat. I will deadass go on a Vegapunk tirade, bro. I will dedicate my Twitter account to roasting and exposing Vegapunk every fucking day. Let me spam that button. You hear that? I'm so serious, bro. Kuma's one of my favorite characters. If it's Vegapunk's, cause bro, he already did Mother Flame. He already did Mother Flame. You mean to tell me this guy also is the reason Kuma's going back? Nah, bro. We're gonna have to cancel Vegapunk, man. We're gonna have to cancel Vegapunk. The all blue will appear when fish will be able to float in the sky thanks to the anti-gravity in Egghead and the legendary energy. In One Piece, fish can breathe even if they are not in the water. So all blue is the Fishman civilization on Earth. Oh, that's kind of interesting. The all blue is the Fishman civilization on the Earth. Sanji said that Fishman Island was the all blue. Poseidon will be so powerful. Fish will live with humans. Liberty for everyone. Oh, damn. That is a taxi. Yo! Nah. See, this is some type of stuff Oda would do. This is some stuff Oda would do, bro. Some goofy ass shit. Having whales and fish just float and fly in the sky. This is like one of the kinds of vibes I get when people say that Pluton's a mole. Like it just, bro, it reeks like Oda. Oda. Flying fish, fishmen on the planet, you know, on Earth by other civilizations. Bro, it is such Oda design right there. Shout out to Pawsey, bro. The fuck is this? That's fire. What is this? What the hell? Yo, Fodzy, what is this picture? Sea Kings above Marijois. Bro, but I'm confused. Oh, you made it. Oh, because I was thinking like, what the fuck am I looking at? This is not a real panel. This is a fanfic ass panel. Nah, but bro, these guys, look how much bigger they are than the castle. Oh my god. If that middle Sea King head-butted the castle, that whole shit's gone. That whole castle is done, yo. That's pretty cool, man. Shout out to Pawsey. I genuinely like this theory, bro. I'm gonna give this theory a 9.5 out of 10. Shout out to Fodzy. Look at the I mean, look, Oda already illustrated it. We literally see it right there. A flying whale, flying fish. Why the fuck is there a flying whale in Egghead, right? When Egghead is supposed to be less advanced than the Ancient Kingdom. Stella's trying to tell us as fans, look, sure, Egghead, we have all these crazy inventions, but it's nothing compared to the Ancient Kingdom. The Ancient Kingdom had the craziest technology of all time. So if Egghead can't compete with the Ancient Kingdom, and they already have flying fish, it's like, why wouldn't the Ancient Kingdom have flying fish then? Right? Like, why wouldn't they have flying fish? We literally see it already. Like, this is a great theory right here. Because you know why I really like this theory in particular? He's showing us stuff that already exist. Pawsey is showing us things that already exist. You can see it right there. A floating whale. It's right there. It's already a thing. Shout out to Pawsey, man. You did your thing, bro. Let me see. Fish is shown here. Nice try, though. Wait, what is this in response to? Oh, that post. The Straw Hat Grand Fleet will travel between Laugh-Tale, Long Ring Long, and Marijois with Water 7, now a giant floating shipyard, by raiding the Aqua Laguna, which we larger than ever before. Okay, so let me give you my take, right? Let me give you my take. Let me pull up the necessary panels, because I'm going to need receipts in order to convince you guys. Let me see. I think he's like, the next time you cross this, I'll be the Pirate King, right? Okay. Let me give you guys One Piece Theorist 101. I'm taking y'all to school. One Piece theories, One Pieceology 101. All right, chat. Let's get into it. Why is this panel so important? In this panel, Luffy says, When I come to this place once again after another turn around the world, at that time I will be the Pirate King. The reason why this panel is so significant is because it's telling us that Luffy will become the Pirate King before he crosses the red line to reunite with Laboon. And Luffy would only become the Pirate King by what, guys? By what? How does Luffy become the Pirate King? By finding the One Piece. So that seems to imply that at the end of the New World, whether it's physically at the end or not, but I'm speaking from a metaphorical sense, at the end of the New World, Luffy should be finding Laugh Tale and should find the One Piece and fulfill this statement right here. He should be completing what he's saying, essentially. The next time I cross this, I'll be the Pirate King. So in your post, you're saying that Long Ring Long Land would be Laugh Tale. That would basically rewrite this. Like, this panel no longer makes sense, right? This panel doesn't work anymore. Like, this panel was pointless if he has to go into paradise to become the One Piece. You can spin it though. You can argue that maybe Luffy enters Laugh Tale from the New World and then he pops up out of Long Ring Long Land. But then the problem with that is, like, okay, if Luffy pops out, you know, he goes through the earth and he pops out where Long Ring Long Land's at, then that means Luffy just skipped Laboon. Right? And I'm pretty sure no One Piece fan thinks that Laboon's gonna be skipped. I'm pretty sure 99% of One Piece fans expect Luffy to cross the red line, aka Reverse Mountain, to reunite with Laboon, and Brook. So to condense all of that, I think Oda is having Luffy enter Laugh Tale from the New World. Boom, he leaves Laugh Tale, hops on Reverse Mountain to reunite with Laboon, and then boom, just like that. That's how I see it. That's just my opinion. It's possible that, you know, Luffy's wrong. It's possible that the next time Luffy crosses the red line, he won't be the Pirate King. Yes, that's possible. I just find it rather unlikely. But yeah, I understand the reasoning though. Like, if Long Ring Long Land is near the Florian Triangle, or it's near the, what do you call the triangle shit for the world government? If it's near world government facilities, it would make sense. Like, the world government would want to post up and protect Laugh Tale and make sure that no pirates go to Laugh Tale. Like, that makes sense, right? But that would still go against the Luffy panel that we got, you know? That was an interesting theory, man. It's an interesting post, narrator. I would say this post really comes down to, like, personal preference. My theory is that Lily was made immortal by someone with the Ope Ope no Mi, and Imu was a dude that swapped into Lily's body, and he had Lily get swapped into Zunisha as punishment for spreading out the poneglyph. At the end of One Piece, Imu won't die, but will be put into Zunisha as his own punishment, and Lily will be returned to her body. Yo, so my question is, like, what happens to Zunisha? If we're gonna get the soul of Imu and place it into Zunisha, what about Zunisha's soul? Are you saying Zunisha's gonna go into Imu? I don't know. That seems kind of wild, bro. I don't know about this one. Like, the soul swapping and shit. Like, don't get me wrong. Imu using Vivi's body or Lily's body as a vessel is pretty likely. It does make sense. But it would be, it might be a little too much to have Lily swap with Zunisha and then Imu swap with Zunisha, and then I don't even know where Zunisha is supposed to go from there. Like, it seems a little too much. Seems a little too much. Figurelands, not Finland. Autocorrect. Garden of Eden's also called the Land of Figs. Is it actually? Oh, damn. The history of the fig in the Holy Land. Huh. Hey, Marijois is the Holy Land, though. I mean, God Valley being a Holy Land also makes sense. Damn. Yo, Mr. Bushido, he's cooking. The fig has been cultivated in the Holy Land for more than 5,000 years. Its Hebrew name is Tiena, and it is much the same in older languages. Damn. Let me see. Fig land, Garden of Eden. One Piece is a shonen, so it can't be seinen level complicated. It really depends, because some things in One Piece can be pretty complicated. All right, let me see. Damn, Figlin doesn't come up at all. What about Fig? Nah, that doesn't come up either. Hey, that's a really interesting post, though. Mr. Bushido, W post for that one. The history of the fig. Yo, so what are we saying, Mr. Bushido? Are we saying that the devil fruit tree was in God Valley, and that's why Xebec went to God Valley? I mean, that seems to be a good reason why Xebec would want to go there. That would explain why Kaido has a mythical Zoan. That would explain why Marco has a mythical Zoan. Garden of Eden, also the Holy Land. I saw that part. That makes sense to me. God Valley being a holy land, it seems very rudimentary. Like that's like your first thought. Like, they had slaves on there. Celestial dragons lived on the island. Like, why would they not be a holy land? The only reason they call Marijois the Holy Land is because the Celestials live there. So I wouldn't put it past Oda to, again, call God Valley a holy land, you know? Okay, let me see. I think Greg did a little summarizing. Let me see. What is this? The Will of D isn't a blood-related family. Here's the bullet point of my theory. It's 3 pages. I tried. Yo, I respect you trying, man. Trying to summarize a 90-page document into 3 pages is pretty crazy. Let me see this, because you've been telling me about this for a very long time. Okinawa Peace. SPS 72, Oda says Luffy would be Okinawa Prefecture. Okinawans are one of the few indigenous people of Japan. Okinawa was once the Ryukyu Kingdom, but lost its culture, language, religion, and more, and it was annexed into Okinawa Prefecture. Okinawan folk song. Now as in the old days the same. The summer are typhoons, in the winter north winds. Even when they blow, the Gaji Maru rubber tree grows roots in the earth. Island people are always waiting for a new dawn. Over there, one can see a Ryukyuan tomorrow, the beginning of a rich world of peace. Isn't this an omen? We Ryukyu, I can't say that. How do you say that, chat? That's a hard word, chat. We Ryukyuans in today's happiness, singing with the Sanshin, everyone dancing. Ryukyu Kingdom. Ryukyu Kingdom flag and royal crest resembled NL and Sentomaru pattern 3 in OP. Alright, is this like an actual like thing? Because it sounds like Ryukyu. Oh, I have seen that before. Oh, dude, I think I saw this when I was theorizing that the One Piece could be a taiko drum. I think I was looking into this. I did not